Hey beautiful people, I'm Timothy and I welcome you to my psychic page, and today we're going to be discussing my top 10 hacks for getting over the cheater's block in a relationship. So now this is for that woman that has taken her husband back or her partner back, and they're trying to rekindle things again, and they're trying to find that love and respect for each other once more. Now, I truly believe that once you're fully connected to someone, I want you to honor your choices. Now, as a psychic medium, I've come across plenty of women that have had the situation right now, and these are my top 10 lists are things that I would do if I were you to move past that block. You know, we've all been cheated on, as in a modern society that cheating and even just sexting someone is so quick at the button right now that we are able to kind of like just, if they really wanted to, they can do it right now, in all fairness. And that's the scary part, that women don't stand together and look after each other. Once they now know that this person is taken, that they still continue things. And I can't take that away from anyone, in all fairness. I can't say cheating is right or wrong. It's in the individual cases that I see when it comes to readings. A majority of the time when someone does cheat is because their partner has betrayed their trust, hurt them in such a deep way, rejected them on certain levels of themselves, even just not paying them attention. We are affectionate beings, in this physical world. We all want to be wanted and to be sexually attracted to our partner. And sometimes, if we go through having children or any of the above, or change of life, we do pick up the pounds, and therefore we feel unattractive to our partner. So therefore a natural reaction to someone is to push them out. So a lot of the times women will push men away. They'll be without sex for some time, and because they're carnal, they'll go and look for that with someone closest to them. Now, men are not the brightest little puppies, I'm afraid. It's so easy to see the signs of behavior when they are cheating. There's a few signs that I will talk about, like one, looking after themselves, now finally dressing neater, grooming a little bit better, buying new clothes for themselves, buying the new car, the change of life scenario of them like wanting to be 20 again, going out to parties again, going out drinking by themselves. There's a few things that you can obviously genuinely feel when someone is not being truthful or honest over here, and that's fine, that's perfectly okay. My thing over here, my lesson for this class is, how do you cope after you've taken him back after cheating? So this is kind of the angle I'm going with this one. We're doing it for women for today. I'll have another one for men at a later stage. And we're going to create this into a series for relationships and what I recommend based on how many readings I've done over the years. I kind of know how women's minds think. So if I can give you my guidance, I can help you move through these blockages. Now, number one, acknowledge your pain. This is a massive one for yourself. Tip number one is acknowledge what you've come from. In society, we just get expected to jump back into things, that we must give them sex again, that we must be on guard 24/7, but we haven't yet given time to healing what has been broken, or what the part of us that has been broken. So acknowledge your pain. Go for energy healings. Go and work on your stuff at the moment. Journal as much as you can. For me personally, I highly recommend taking those thoughts out of your head and putting it onto paper that you can then work. Because for me personally, it's you're kind of in this by yourself. Friends don't know how to support you. They don't know what to say to you. They might be pulling a little bit away from you now, because you're in this mix of energies and emotions, and no one wants to be around someone who's negative or down. So it's quite a tough one. You're actually doing this by yourself. So here's a few tips that I'm going to give you from my heart to your heart. Apply it, see if it works for you, and let me know in the comments below if each of these tips can actually help you. So first one is journaling. Acknowledge your pain. Make sure that you got the right energies around you to help you through this. You don't have to do this alone. You don't have to be embarrassed about friends or family knowing about this. It's okay. Tell them it's okay. All right? So number two is pull your friends together. Find that one person that is neutral ground that you can actually talk to, and just offload your heart to them. You know what I mean? For men, we can cut off sex and love. You know, what he has with you is love, and what they have with other people is just purely sex. We need to understand where men come from in this arena. That's why they can go out of the relationship, have sex there, and come back to you and have love for you. But it's a different type of love now, because now we will be making them right on thin ice, if that makes sense, you know. So tip number 2 is pull your support structure together, whether it is a friend from work, whether it is a colleague, whether it is one of your best friends. Let them know everything that's going on in your mind, your hurt, your pain, your sadness. People need to hear where you are so they can come in and help you. There's no use bottling it up and suppressing it, and then we take it out on our partners through limiting them in who they are and what they're about and who they can see. Because I can guarantee you we're going to want to regain control again of the situation, of the relationship. Okay, so this is tip number 3. We're going to go over here. Alright, so let me go through this. Okay. Please do not go and check his social media now. Do not, tip number 3 is you're redirecting your energy away from his social media, his phone, his emails, his social media accounts. Do not go and check on that anymore. If you're fully believing that he's going to change, we need to trust that he has changed already. We need to move the energy from what has happened to where we want it to be. The only way we can do that is if we start really trusting where he's at with his emotions. He wouldn't be present with you right now if he didn't choose you. And I want you to hear these words. He chose you, not them. So for him to come back in this relationship right now, we need to fully honor him and his journey. We don't have to bring that energy back again, because I can guarantee you'll have guilt that he stored up from this whole situation, and he has to work through that guilt. So let that be the pain that you know, instead of hurting him on restricting him, you can just leave him with what he's done and let that guilt sit on his heart, knowing that he has to now make it up to you, okay? And then give him permission that he can then make it up, because it's very hard to want anything from him because we don't know where we are. The foundation has been shook up now, so we don't know where we stand with him. We know where does it sit, what does it, have a sit down conversation with him, chat with him, ask him, you know, is it my weight, is it what I'm doing, what can I change, you know, why did this even happen, you know, what did you not get from me that you needed from someone else? Now let me just tell you, it was probably just the attention. That's all it is, okay? So then tip number 4 is redirect your energy onto yourself again. Now this is a very interesting one. I'm going to say to you, redirect the energy away from his social media pages. You can have all this time on your hands, and I need you to apply that to you. Now that can be taking up a gym membership. That can be taking up boxing, meditation, yoga. Okay, work on this physical body, because I can guarantee you your confidence will take a nosedive, because he chose someone else in that moment. It had nothing to do with you. You're not to blame. But I do want you to feel better about you again, so that you are coming into alignment with yourself, so that we can acknowledge we are addressing the pain by writing things down and journaling and getting it out of your mind, and then burning those notes if we need to. Then we're working on yourself, your confidence. You know, sometimes it is this body. We need to work on this body to make ourselves feel good. Regardless of what you are needing from the situation, I'm going to say to you that could be the most important thing you can do is redirect all this energy onto him, back onto you again, and to find you. Who are you in the situation? Because let me just tell you, it takes balls to bring someone back into a relationship where you've had hurt. And, you know, so well done for choosing your family over the situation. And, you know, all fairness, I have full belief that you can turn things around again and you can have full faith again. So please believe that you've made the right choice to take him back. And I feel this is you honoring yourself by doing this. So let's make the best of the situation going forward. Leave the past in the past. It's done, it's dusted, it's finished. We've established that this was what we come from. As long as he's made sure that he's protected you by cutting off all ties to that person, then you can move on perfectly. Okay. So the next one is learn new ways of intimacy. Intimacy is the most important thing. So it's the time and the attention on your partner. Now, it's extremely hard to have sex with him right away. It is extremely hard to trust him again, because we have this thing in our minds running through my head, like, you know, was she better than me? You know, why did you do this? All these things. And it's not important. In all fairness, he's here now with you, and we need to build this moment going forward to your future. Now, and this is, if I can give you another way to look at it, it could be in the best interest of your kids to do this. So move yourself out of it a little bit and rediscover each other again, okay? A lot of times in relationships we get bored and we need new things to spice things up. So that can be sexual acts or intimacy in different places. Make it fun, make it exciting. Bring new things into the bedroom, whether it is toys, whether it is tying someone up, whether it is blindfold and sensations and ASMR. If you ever heard of those videos on Facebook with sounds, you know, connecting through sound. And there's many ways to skin the cat, and I don't believe that you will ever get bored of developing your sexual side with your partner. Your partner is the most important part of your life. Start off with physical intimacy of the kisses and the hugs and the holding more than the sex. And now he's going to be like, well, actually I need sex right now, and you just need to calm him down and say, you'll get that, just work with me on this part, you know. Just put him in the loop of like, listen, I need some time to get used to the idea of us having sex again, and just try a new way, okay? So this redefine the relationship, you know. Even I've heard of people role-playing before, and this is quite an interesting one, where the husband and wife or the girlfriend and boyfriend will go and meet each other at a bar in a hotel and act like complete strangers, and then pick each other up for the first time. This is such a beautiful way to do things, because what I find is that we are so, every day is the same routine, that's kids, home, work. We need to move past this behavior so that we can get better. So I'm hoping you're enjoying these pointers so far. We're going to go a few steps further now. Okay. The next one is date nights. Date nights are extremely crucial for any relationship. This is a #1 point for me to bring up in all my videos. I really do believe in a date night once a week, once every second week, once a month. Date nights reaffirm your connection to each other and get you to communicate, which is the far more important thing ever in any relationship. We need to communicate what we're feeling. And not all the time, because men don't have always emotions. So they are just going with the flow, trying to keep everyone happy and juggling things. And they don't have time to delve into emotions. They need to make money and support their families and look after things. So they can cut emotions easily as it comes in. So share what's going on in your mind, but also have a limit to what you share. Share the rest with friends and family and support group that we had in earlier numbers of what we're looking at. Okay, so now we're going to go back into number 9, is relook at your partner's good behaviors. What are they doing right for you? What are the keys that they are doing for you right now? Why did you take them back? Make a list of them. Make a solid, real, honest list of what is your partner doing for you right now with regard to the household, to the relationship. What has he done in the past? You know, what does he continue doing every single day that we're not acknowledging? Paying the bills, cleaning up the house, cooking for the kids. What is it that this man is doing for you that has kept you on this path for choosing him and making him your #1? So why did you choose him in the beginning? And work on that. Build that list to even more things. Every day, acknowledge. Tell him what he's doing right. Tell him, listen, I really appreciate the coffee in the morning, or the dinner, or the breakfast, or the date night. I really appreciate it. Until that level of appreciation for each other comes back in again, and that could be the bridge that allows the sex back in again, okay? Remember, we can't hurt them any more than what they're hurting themselves by the guilt they're holding, okay? So trust me, they're feeling guilt for what they've done. They didn't want to go and do that. It was just an urge. It happened. It's done as dusted. I don't want us throwing this back in his face ever again. I want this argument to lay rest. I don't want to ever go through this again. I don't want to invite these energies again. Now, the law of attraction says to us that we will draw in what we are thinking about the most. If we're feeling that he's going to do it again, trust me, he's going to do it again, because you're putting that energy out there for him to go and do it again. So I don't want that for you. I want you to redirect yourself back to you and your joy, your happiness, and your freedom, so that he gets drawn back to you, because that's where he wants to be. He doesn't want anyone other than you. So this work on this body again. Now, I can highly recommend a few activities. Yoga, boxing, how amazing. Take his face, put it on the boxing bag and punch it, you know. Get that frustration out of you. And really cry, get it out of yourself. Really move past your emotional boundaries, because these are really important pointers that I need for you, so that we can move forward, that we can get over this hurdle. Once you get it, once women get things, they get it. They want to move there. They don't want to be in this energy of always wondering, always questioning, is he telling me the truth or is he not? I promise you now, use your woman intuition. It will hit you over here, both. Or yeah, both. Or yeah, both. When he tells you something and it's a lie, you will feel it in your body, okay? And just be aware. Do this as a favor to me. The next time you go and someone tells you something, feel what the body reacts. If the body feels light, it's probably truth. If it feels heavy, or I'm not too sure about that, or there's something behind that, that's usually something that is misleading or a lie. So feel what your body feels when it comes to information. Your body will tell you what is truth and what is not truth, and I really believe in you that you can distinguish what you're needing from the situation. And now number 10, okay? I want you to redirect yourself in the sense of activities you can do together, running, jogging, exercise, do it together, become more positive together. You've got a family to look after, you've got kids to look after, you've got responsibilities of It is equally as important as the amount of energy and information and time you're spending with your partner. You need to be able to share that with your family, with your friends, and give it equal amounts of your time and energy. If your friends are taking up too much of your time, reduce that to be with your partner, okay? So find the happy medium between all of these things I've said right now, so that you can have your partner back again, because I can promise you now, that's what you want. You want to be able to move past the emotions, but by having it still in your head, we're still processing it every single day, we're still thinking about it, we're looking at those messages on his phones coming through, those notifications, and we're thinking, is he messing around again, you know? So I need you to cut it. I need you to release your energy of what we are doing and what we're allowing to still be in your relationship right now. I promise you now, if your partner has come back to you, he wants to be with you and only you. And I feel that you have the ability right now and the understanding and the love to make this work with your partner. Okay, so I hope these pointers have helped you. This is what I've used in some of my clients that have come for tarot readings. And this is my advice for them. So I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you've watched this video to the end. If you liked it, please share your experiences down in the comments. If you have anything more to add to this video, please like, share, subscribe, click the bell. This really helps my new YouTube channel grow in immense ways. So I wish to honor and say thank you for listening. And I'm Timothy from Minnen. And I wish you a beautiful day further. Much love. Thank you.